Hello everyone and welcome to another Feed Army video. My name is Emmanuel and today we will be talking about two new attributes for Google Merchant Center. These are the structured title and structured description. Do not get confused that this is related to the schema.org, so structured data on your website. It is actually related to the new AI requirements. This means if you have created AI titles or descriptions, you now need to define that in the data feed using the new attributes. So do not use title to add the AI generated content. Instead, you need to add it to structured title. Now, if we look here at the new requirements here, so this is for the title, but the information is actually exactly the same for the description. So we can see that here there are two new sub attributes. So by default, if you just add content, then you are specifying that the content is not AI generated. Now, I'm a little bit confused why they would want to add it at default and specifying that structured title is then not AI. So there's a little bit of a confusion, and I am talking with Google's team to more clearly explain why you would want to do that. So the correct way, if you have AI generated content, is to submit the digital source type attribute, and then you add trained algorithmic media as the value, and then the content sub attribute. So if we scroll a little bit lower and if we use XML, this is a much more clearer way of showing it. Then you can see that there's structured title and then the sub attribute digital source type and the sub attribute content. So this just defines that you have submitted AI. And then if you add the content, this is the AI generated content. Now, if you do not submit, based on the current description, if you do not submit AI generated content and you remove this, so you only have content as a sub attribute for structured title, then that defines that you do not have AI generated content. Now, again, this is a little bit silly in my opinion, because further down we will see that if you do not submit the, let's have a look where it is. So if you have both structured title and the title, so title is still used, then Google will only use the title. So if you don't have AI generated titles, you would just use the title attribute instead of structured title. So that's why I'm a little bit confused why you would want to submit both attributes if you don't have AI generated content. It clearly would be enough to just submit title and not structured title and remove the digital source type. So in any case, I'm contacting Google about this, why you would want to do that a little bit more clearly, because there's also an error here regarding the description here. Attribute must have value trained algorithmic media, indicating that the image, that's not correct, was created using generative AI. So this will most likely also be updated for the image attribute, but at the moment that is not yet the case. Let's have a look if they have anything related to AI. Yes, they already also have that here. So that's just what I discovered now. So there's also a new sub attribute for that, but that is related to the data metadata rather than the sub attribute. So maybe they will also update this attribute and add a sub attribute, or maybe add structured image link, for example. So who knows? But for the title itself, so there is clearly not related to the image. That's just a typo, but Google will fix that soon. In any case, so that is the new attributes within Google Merchant Center. So make sure that you submit your AI generated content using the correct attributes, because I'm pretty sure with everything that Google launches, they also launch a bot that checks for policy violations. So as Google can already detect if your content is generated with AI, it is best that you then submit the details correctly to avoid any potential warnings. I would assume at the moment it will be a warning and not a product disapproval. But if there's a lot of abuse, I would assume that Google will change it or update it to also be an error, which means that the product is disapproved. So that is it for the new 2 attributes. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below or reach out to me, and I'm more than happy to help. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one.